I remember my grandfather when I was young. Every time I visited him, he was telling me, Eunji, you should go to the America. You should chase your dream. You're gonna be a woman president. You're gonna be an ambassador. You can do everything you want. You're gonna be a leader of the world. He always put his hand on my head and he prayed for me. When I was young, I really loved singing and dancing and telling my stories in front of many people. When I was 25, I decided to study abroad to the United States. I wanted to be in New York City, so I decided to audition for a lot of different MFA acting programs, and I got accepted, but then it was actually impossible to come to the United States. Financially, it was very challenging for our family, and my parents were actually not able to afford that moment. I remember one night I cried out, God, this is so hard. Maybe I should give up. I don't know what to do. I really need your words. But that moment actually, Holy Spirit really told me, Philippians 4:13, 내게 능력 주시는 자 안에서 내가 모든 것을 할 수 있느니라. When I opened the Bible, I was like, oh my God, I can do all the things? I can endure everything, really? I shared that moment with my mom actually, and my mom is like, Eunji, it's not only for good things though. It can be good things, but also it can be challenging things. It can be hardship, but that means you can do all those things in God. So I was like, right, I thought it was only for good. But it was also for the meaning of enduring challenges too. One day my grandmother prayed for me, and then she gave me as a scholarship or a savings, and that really moved my mom and dad's feeling as an encouragement that, yeah, our parents really encouraged me to help my daughter to pursue her dream, then we can do it too. So after we got through that time, my parents told me, Eunji, our faith has got growing through your faith, and we were dreaming through your dream. My vision is being an ambassador of art as a missionary to serve and inspire people in different countries where they are not able to experience those art, especially performing arts or film. This year, February, I was in my thesis production, my graduation show. After that show, I was checking my phone if my parents saw it or not, so I was like waiting them texting me. But they didn't, so I was like, what's going on? And I was on the subway, and suddenly my sister called me and said, oh yeah, hey Sumin, did you see my show? What happened? And she said, 언니 grandfather passed away. I felt like my life kind of paused in that moment, so I couldn't really do or say anything. And after a few seconds, I started just sobbing. I really didn't know what to do, and I wasn't really sure that I can do 2 more shows. I was calling with my mom, and she said, Eunji, you should do your show. Grandfather will watch that. And then he will be really happy, Eunji, if you keep doing what you're doing. So you should do it, Eunji. And don't feel guilty that you're not able to be here. So I prayed God, and I decided to dedicate 2 more shows to my grandfather. God has been teaching me how I can deal with a lot of difficulties, and even if it looks impossible, there's nothing impossible in God, to be honest. That's why I am not giving up my dream as well. I think I'm still in my journey of blooming in God, but I trust that God is going to make me bloom fully in His timing.